and I'll be performing a read aloud for the Newsela article, First COVID-19 Vaccine Approved in the US. What does this mean for you? Let's go ahead and start. A vaccine for COVID-19 has been approved. On December 11th, the United States Food and Drug Administration, FDA, authorized Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use. Pfizer is a drug company. Within a few days, the vaccine will be available to people who are the most vulnerable to get COVID 19. This includes healthcare workers. It also includes people living in nursing homes. The FDA is a government group. It makes sure food and drugs are safe and effective for humans and animals. The approval comes as COVID 19 cases continue to grow. More than 290,000 Americans have died from the disease. But what does that mean for you? Read below to learn more about this new shot that could help protect you and your family against COVID-19. What is a vaccine and how does it create immunity? Scientists create vaccines in a lab. A vaccine is a biological mixture. It is meant to act like something that causes an illness. This can include a virus like the chickenpox. It is also It can also include a coronavirus. Vaccines are weaker than viruses, though. They do not make you sick. Vaccines are often given as a shot. They help the body create immunity to a disease. Immunity is when a living thing can resist a particular infection. It does so by producing and releasing special protective cells. A person can develop immunity from a vaccine. They can also develop immunity from an earlier infection of a disease. Many years ago, people could only develop immunity to chickenpox one way. They first had to get sick with chickenpox. They had to get better. If they survived, they could not get sick again. However, today there is a chickenpox vaccine. It helps give people immunity against the disease. That way, they do not need to get sick at all. How are vaccines developed? Developing a vaccine is a long process. To start, scientists study different compounds. These are molecules made up of two or more elements. They are looking for compounds that create immunity in cells. Excuse me. They are looking for compounds that create immunity in cells. Once the scientists find these compounds, they test them. Developing a vaccine usually takes years, but sometimes it can be faster. Drug companies develop the COVID-19 vaccine quicker than usual. What type of data is collected on vaccines? All vaccines should be safe and effective. To make this happen, researchers collect tons of data. This data can come in many forms. Drug makers want to see that the vaccine creates immunity for most people. They want to know the dose. That is the amount of the vaccine you need for it to work. They will also want to know how long the immunity lasts. Sometimes people need another shot of the vaccine. Finally, they'll want to know if there are any side effects. This could be something like a headache or a fever. Researchers continue to study vaccines after they are in use. They keep track of data. They watch to see if any other issues arise. What does it mean when a vaccine is approved? In the United States, all vaccines must be approved before use. This approval comes from the FDA. First, a drug company sends an application to the FDA. It contains data from the treatment. Then, experts review the data. They decide if the treatment is safe enough. If it all goes well, the FDA approves the treatment. This means it can be given out throughout the country. When might it be available to get a COVID-19 vaccine? This depends on a few things. First, the drug company needs to make millions of vaccine doses. Then, the vaccine needs to be shipped around the country. Government officials are creating a plan for when different people should get the vaccine. They want the most at-risk people to get it first. This includes healthcare workers. It also includes people living in nursing homes. Right now, the vaccine is only approved for people 16 years and older. That means younger children might still have to wait to get the vaccine. There will be data from ongoing research. Hopefully, it will help the FDA explain its approval. Then it may be given to younger people. All right. So when you scroll down, you're going to come across some questions that you need to answer. You're going to type your answers inside the text box. Let me go ahead and read the questions for you. Please answer the following questions using complete sentences. Type your answers inside the text box. Number one, the government decided that certain groups like hospital workers, elderly, living in nursing homes, and social workers will get the vaccine first. Do you think this is fair? Why or why not? Question number two, what are some concerns you might have when it comes to taking a vaccine? Question number three, the government has decided to approve the vaccine for the public. However, pregnant women and people 16 years old and younger can't take the vaccine because there was not enough testing done to consider the vaccine safe for those people. Should the government hold off in giving the vaccine to the public until everyone is able to take it? Why or why not? Should the COVID-19 vaccine be free for everyone? Why or why not? It is recommended you should still wear your mask when you receive your COVID-19 vaccine. Why do you think wearing a mask is still a good practice to continue? And those are the questions that you're going to answer at the bottom of the document. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Melendez. This is the end of the Read Aloud. And when you are done, please submit and have a good morning.